So if you need to.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Is today Wednesday? Okay, perfect. I think it's the 23rd. I am, yes. Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna jam these later.
Okay, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So good morning, everyone. Hi, Chantel. Welcome to Morning Mindset. As you all can see, it's a production day for me. One where I'm in front of the camera and not behind the camera, but I did want to honor us and our commitment and be here with all of you. How's everyone feeling this morning? How are you doing with your fast? And I know that this looks super, super glamorous. Good morning, Shakura. Just now, hi, Chris Aponte. I took that weave out too and got that hair popping. Yes, y'all see, wait, let me get closer. Let me give y'all a look for real because the light is not hitting properly. Wait, what we doing? Anyway, so I wanted to honor our time. Good morning. I can't read all the comments as well because they're a little bit further away. And I am going to do what Capricorn type A personalities do super well, and that is multitask, right? Thank you. Listen, let me just tell you, Chantel, you are a whole mood, and thank you. Like, I don't know what we're going to do together outside of these morning mindset conversations, but there's something in the ether and in the energy and in the world that we need to be co-conspiring and collaborating. Good morning, Claudine. Good morning. And thank you so much for your text. I just want to honor all of you this morning. I see you, Shelly, Lenise. I just want to honor all of you this morning for being so gracious and so filled with love and gratitude. This space, let me just tell you all, this space is just so powerful and dynamic, which is why I'm showing up right now, because as much as it feeds and fuels all of you, it feeds and fuels me. I want to send some love to Kiara today as she continues to celebrate the life of her brother while, navigating transition. So we honor and celebrate you today, Kiara, and we're thinking about you. But I just want to commend all of you for how you show up in love. And I know that when we start our day this way, it becomes a reminder throughout the day. I will tell you, let me be human for you right quick. I will tell you this. Yesterday night, I almost lost some of it. So I might have to get, a evening moment going, because the morning mindset was good, the afternoon mindset was good, the late afternoon mindset was good, the evening mindset was good, but child, when it got around like 8 p.m., right, Malika?
Yes.
8 p.m. I was like, whoa, she was taking out the weave. I was like, I don't know so I don't know what that means. What I'm saying is that I'm going to ask for God's grace and continue to be blessed in the day and hopefully try and take it all the way through the evening. How about that?
Yes.
That was a whole mood. All right, who's joining me? Rochelle, are you wanting to join this morning? Just raise your hand so I see the request. But listen, right? It's all the things. Rochelle, are you asking to join the live to read with me? Because I'm going to go ahead and read. You guys come in. Like, we're going to multitask. Okay. But do you have to do, can I read?
Yeah,
I'll really.
Wait. I'll wait.
My makeup artist is like, actually, I need to put on your eyeliner. Okay, well, you come and put on the eyeliner really quickly. Can you do it in 2 seconds, Manu? And this is the other thing about Capricorn-ness. Good morning, Amethyst. I be wanting them to do everything fast. So Rochelle, you do want to come in? No? So yes or no? Who's coming in this morning to read until today with me while Manu puts this eyeliner on in 2 seconds? Good morning, Fern. Okay, you're listening, but you requested it to be in. Okay, you're listening. Okay, Rochelle, who's coming in? I need a volunteer this morning, because if you don't volunteer, good morning, Catherine. If you don't volunteer, then we know that Shakura is going to have to come in. So Shakura, I need one person to volunteer. To come on. If not, it's Chantel, Fern, Janie. Where are you? Claudine, come on. Chris and I have your book. I have your book, so I have to get your book to you. Isane, I'm so happy that you're happy for the space. Okay, you're trying. Okay, Toya Monique is. You put the liner on. Okay, where are you, Toya? There you are. Hi, Sunshine.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Did she do it?
Yes, we did.
Morning. Oh,
How are you
we
this
did
morning?
it. I'm all nervous.
Why are you nervous? It's just us.
I don't know. I don't know. Look at me sweating. Oh gosh. Good
Oh,
morning.
girl, it's just us. You look beautiful. Look at this skin. Where are you, Toya? Where are you based?
I'm in the Bronx. I'm in New York.
Oh, wow. Is it super? My mom said it's 50 degrees today, and she's super excited. She's like, I'm going outside. It's 50 degrees. Is it warmer today?
I haven't been outside yet. I haven't been outside.
And
Don't
you
know.
obviously
But
you haven't watched the news and heard about the weather either.
no, I don't watch the news actually. So yeah.
I understand. I overstand. How's your spirit doing? And I'm sorry I can't look at you right now. Manu has half a second.
No, my
How's your
spirit is
spirit?
great. It's great. It's great. Last night was one of those nights as well for me. I kind of talked about that a little bit. Being okay with not doing anything and resting and recharging. So that was my night last night, just chilling and being to myself. Yeah.
That's so good. It's important that we do that. My night last night was great. It's just it was a super long day, and I'm in the middle of a couple productions, which is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And my spirit yesterday was all great, and then I had a little bit of a snafu in the afternoon, and I had to bring myself all the way back and say, Ty, you're leading with love and
Right.
not being that girl from Newark is what I had to do.
Right.
I had to, I had to self-check and self-regulate and say the
Mm-hmm.
spirit is love. Amen.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
are you doing the fast too, Toya?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm not.
No judgment. It's okay, girl. Look,
Okay.
we're still good. It's no worries. I mean, you got to do what works for you. So what attracted
Yeah.
you to Morning Mindset? Because you've been faithful.
I've been faithful. I've been following you for a long time. I'm like, this is my sister in my head. She doesn't know that. And so I too do something similar to Morning Mindset on my page as well. And so it was inspiring to see someone else doing something similar to me. And I was just like, I love it. I look forward to it. I was on the phone with my niece maybe like 10 minutes prior to, and I'm like, I got a call in 10 minutes. I have to get on this live in 10 minutes. So you have to hurry up. And as soon as you popped on, I was like, bye. So
Oh,
I
well, hello to your niece. That makes me so happy. And I love that you do this yourself. So you have to tell us what you do so that way we can support you too. Because, this is about like how we expand community. And I got to do something else?
Not really.
Okay, great. You good?
What?
Okay.
I'm good.
Look, you see, I'm always like, trying to figure out what's going on. Then I probably need to look at my notes. So let's jump into this. I just wanted to honor this time and space. It probably won't be as long as usual, but I'm just grateful that you said yes.
Okay.
Today is February 23rd. Is that what we're doing? Or is it the 20?
I think it's
24th.
24.
24th. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized this side is super long.
Yeah, so I've like pushed it over with the heart.
Okay. All right. Toya, my middle name is Monique Toya. Did I tell you that?
Yes, you told me. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so we have that in common. Why now backed up so much? Oh, okay. I'm like, the whole team just backed up. Good morning, Lisa. I'm like, why y'all go so far away from me? Okay. And so do you want to start or you want me to start? What do you feel like?
You.
Okay. And then you gonna bring the clothes. You gonna bring the clothes,
Oh,
Toya?
I'm gonna close it out.
Okay, that's right. Okay. All right. Today is February 24th. Everyone, we're reading from Iyanla Until Today. This is Morning Mindset, just to reset this space for all of you. I'm Ty Beauchamp. We have the fabulous Toya Monique on. It's Iyanla Until Today, nurse. It's okay. No worries, Janie. And this is just a space. Good morning, Dio. We come together and affirm one another, have reflective conversations. Good morning, Felicia. This, that, beauty. Reflective conversations about just getting our mind right for the day. And I need it all day. Okay. It says, I will know love when I realize the fibers of a relationship are constructed from the fibers of my heart. Are you relationship material? The question is not, are you looking for a relationship? Nor is it, do you want a relationship? The question is, are you a clear example of the stuff a relationship is made of? Ooh, child. Okay. In order to be relationship material, you must be able to open your heart to someone, and you must know what to do when they open their heart to you. You must be absolutely okay with every little thing you know to be true about you. Now, here's the kicker. Once you see yourself, you must be willing to allow others to see you exactly as you are. You must be able to stand before another person without fear, without excuses, and with all of the defenses down. And if you cannot, you may not be relationship material. If you are relationship material, you are trusting and trustworthy. If you are relationship material, when your dark hour is upon you, there is a light switch inside of you that you know how to turn on. By the same token, when your partner faces his or her own darknesses, you are there. You don't fall apart because he or she seems to be falling apart. Okay?
In order to be relationship material, you must take a risk. Tell the truth, trust that you will be heard. You must lay down all defenses, expectations, and judgment. You must give without taking, grow without overshadowing, bend without feeling broken, and know without doubt. Most important of all, you must know exactly what you want and be willing to ask for it. Knowing exactly what you are willing to do if you don't get it, if you do not get it. Until today, you may not have realized what it takes to be relationship ready. Just for today, ask yourself questions in order to discover whether you are ready to have the relationship you are seeking. Today, I am relationship.
Listen, this is a word. Today I am devoted to being, what does that say? Today I'm devoted to getting myself in shape for a relationship. Okay, Toya. Now, are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship?
I am not.
Okay, because the face you made, it was about, you were like, no. So no.
No, I just got out of a relationship.
Okay, how are you doing? How's your heart feeling?
My heart is great. It's a roller coaster. Mm-hmm. 1 minute I'm okay. I am battling with my feelings, my emotions, but overall I'm kind of at my baseline. I'm okay. Mm-hmm. I'm processing, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just navigating out of a relationship as well. And this hit home for me about being ready for a relationship, because I think so many of us talk about being ready for a relationship. But what Ayanna points out today is that you can't just say you're ready. There's work that you have to perform before you are actually ready to show up in a relationship. And so many of us, and I think, you know, because this is a safe space and because I know this community, those of us who are single, and especially, you know, Black and brown women, we're seeking the relationship, but haven't done the work for ourselves to show up in the relationship in the full way. And what resonated with me about this is it just reminds us of the importance of really knowing what relationships are made of and how we show up in them in order to get what we receive. So we often talk about who we're in relationship with, and we're like, they didn't do this, they didn't do this, they didn't do this. But have we done the work to be who we really are? Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
So as you're healing, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, go ahead.
No, you.
Oh, I realized for me, once the relationship ended, I had to take a step back and look at me. I had so much inner work to do, and a lot of us project. So, you know, we put it on our partner. He didn't do this person didn't do that. And then I realized what my triggers were. And, you know, it's a hard pill to swallow when you have to do the work. But, you know, I'm grateful for the end of the relationship, because now I know a little more about me, you know, so.
What did you learn about you? And what did you learn about the work that you potentially need to do? Oh, now that's when that's a real honest conversation. And sometimes that be hurting our own feelings.
A handful. And I'm learning that I'm controlling. I've learned that I have a controlling spirit. So I'm learning to step back and allow people to be people, do things the way they like, and just accept it a little bit. I may not agree, and I'm learning that that's a conversation I have with my partner at that time. Okay, this is what you do. How can we make it work for the two of us?
Mhm.
I wanted everything that didn't work, so I have a controlling spirit, so I'm working on that. Yeah.
You know what's interesting about, so I'm a big believer that the relationships that we hold close and dear to us, the ones that are healthy, the ones that are challenging, the ones that have room for growth, growth opportunity, are divine mirrors of how we can look better at ourselves. I think oftentimes we show up in relationships wanting to pluck and take from people and extract from people, rather than kind of using who they are, how they show up for us and to us, how we show up for them and to them, as a kind of way to kind of go deep about who we really are, And I too have learned from my most recent relationship, which who knows what God has in store. I think, for us, it's just really about being 8,000 miles apart, and it not being, and being COVID and not being the time. But with that, and who knows, my heart is still open to love, because I know that God wants that for me. But as I reflect on that relationship, where there were just a lot of things that were different, we'll have to have this conversation at some other time when I'm not shooting today. But there were just, so many, well, first, let me just say this. I had chosen to be celibate before I met him, or started to engage with him. And so there were just a lot of things that, when you're in a relationship and you kind of like allow the adornment and the bells and whistles of the relationship to kind of, envelop you and take over everything, you become enamored by the things and the adornment and not the real space. And I will say that being in a relationship where you're completely celibate allows you to see yourself differently and the person differently, without all those other things. Did anybody take their drops today? I love that, Shakur. Yes, I took my drops for sure. So I think, this is powerful for us to realize that it takes work to be relationship ready. But I will tell you, after being in that space, I know what I'm equipped to do. And I know that I'm ready to show up for real, like with me and my true self, and without all the other things. Come in.
Hello.
Hi.
You have at least 30 minutes.
Oh, I have 30
possibly
minutes.
An hour. So on the other end of this is a doctor who is setting up the same thing that you've done.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
The ring light and all that stuff.
So so we have 30 minutes.
Yeah. So
Okay, perfect. Great.
I'll give you like a 15-minute.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll come out to prep that. Actually, I'm going to review these.
There's a whole army in here.
A whole army.
Amazing. So I was just going to ask you two quick questions.
Sorry, guys. Production is happening. I'm on a live. It's fine. I do a morning live, but it's okay. Everyone's just here.
The life of a superstar.
No.
Yes.
Love it.
So, how would you like us to go over that with you?
Yeah, I'll come out. I'll
Will you come out?
Yeah, I'll come out in a minute.
And is that okay, or will you use an iPad
If you have an iPad, I'll use it, but this is totally fine. We'll review this, and this looks great.
Which one do you prefer?
Do you have a preference for how it looks? Oh, I got makeup on this.
No, that's cool. That's your.
Okay. I got makeup on it. I'm fine either way.
Okay.
Whatever you feel is going to be most aesthetic. If you want to ask,
Well, you don't have to have it
Eternal,
on set. It's more like
just to kind of guide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is fine.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then I'll highlight things that you already talked about and stuff with different colors, so you're like, oh, I talked about that.
Perfect.
All right.
Listen, we're in full on production today, people.
We love it.
Thank you. So I'm sorry, all. I didn't mean to be so rude, and thank you for your patience, Toya Monique. So do you go by Toya Monique the whole thing, or do you just go by Toya?
Latoya.
Latoya. Okay, perfect. Latoya. Thank you. Listen, I'm like all about calling the name correctly. So this relationship thing, and I want to hear from other people. What did you learn outside of that you're controlling? How are you going to approach your next relationship differently? And how are you showing up differently every single day to course correct the control issues?
I'm going in with patience. I'm learning to be more patient. And as a mom, I'm learning that too as well. And so, I'm not ready for a relationship. I know I'm not ready.
Somebody else just wrote that. Someone just wrote that. Nurse Charisma said, I'm not ready for a relationship. I desire companionship. Okay, go ahead. Tell me why you're not ready for a relationship, Latoya.
It just takes so much to, I don't want to be responsible for anyone right now other than me and my child. I don't know if that's selfish, but I'm in a
No, that's
space
called
of selfish.
honest.
Yeah, and so I like me right now. I like growing and molding myself into who I want to be, and not by external factors, and meaning other people, you know. And so, yeah, I'm learning to be patient. So in my next relationship, I'm just going to be patient with the person.
But
Yeah.
but you know what? I think the beautiful thing about recognizing that you're not, and I applaud everyone that is saying that you're not ready. I think we also like glorify the idea of partnership and relationship as a culture. So we teach people that in order to be valued, that you have to be in partnership or in a relationship. And some people don't desire it ever. But I think it's really healthy and powerful to say that I'm not ready, and here's why I'm not ready, and here's what I'm going to do to either get ready or not, if you don't decide that's for you. You know what I mean? Like I share all the time, like I didn't know that I wanted marriage until like 3 years ago. And now it's like, okay, hurry up, girl, catch up. But before that, I didn't know if I wanted marriage. So I think that clarity of what relationship looks like for you and what you desire, and if you desire, and what you're willing to work for on yourself before you even go there. So how are you going to be exercising and building your patience muscle like while you're in this season?
Being more quiet and listening. I'm learning to sit with myself and my thoughts and journal and listen to people around me. And so that's how I'm doing it. Yeah.
I love it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
how old
I'm
is your
trying.
little one? How old is your little
She's
one?
10.
Okay.
She's a big
That's
girl.
a fun age.
Yeah. And so it's important for her to see mommy go through a phase of mommy loving herself, you know? I don't think she has to be in a relationship to feel worthy. And just like you just said, you know, you don't have to have someone to say that you're enough. You know, she needs to know that she's enough by herself. So
absolutely,
it's important to instill that in her as well. Yeah, so
I love
that's why I'm
it
taking
because,
time for. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it because ultimately, you know, everyone always asks, like, who was your mentor? You know, our parents are our caregivers, are our first mentors. Those are the first people that we look up to and learn how to model after. And, you know, we've had conversations about why I didn't desire marriage or partnership in that way. It was because it wasn't modeled for me. My grandparents were married. My paternal grandparents, they shared separate bedrooms. So I didn't even know what that dynamic looked like. So, you know, I think it's important for us to be intentional and clear about that. And then also, you know, get clear about why you desire a relationship. You know, like what does, for me, I got to a place right now where I desire a relationship because I know in order for me to grow to the next level, I need a growth partner. I want to be a tree planted next to another dynamic, powerful, planted, rooted tree. So that way we can grow and evolve together, because I also realize, you know, we grow into the people that we are in relationship to the things and the people that surround us. And so I know I'm ready to construct a different type of circumstance and situation in this forest, so to speak, with the right partner. I'm reading some of the comments. In this time of giving myself lab, I'm bolder in rejecting anything from the past where anywhere near my present or future. Well, I love that. The rejection of the past. It's so good. So true. This comes in many forms. I love all these comments. And Zag said, I said this to my daughter last night. And you know what I love? I love that we're in this season as Black and brown women of celebrating and honoring self-love and expressing that outwardly so that people know, like, and doing so unapologetically. I think about my mother and my grandmother, you know, who probably never did some of the things that I get to do for myself, with myself, by myself. And it really is, it's a stamp of power. You know, it's a bold move to be able to say, I'm going to love myself this way. I'm going to honor myself this way. And, you know, I just love that we're in the zone and in this space of doing that and honoring that.
Yes,
You are so cute.
and look at you. You look so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to share? Anything else that this strikes for you? Since you're my sister in our heads anyway, like anything else? What you want to talk about?
Nothing. I have my glow. I don't, that maybe that's why I'm so shiny. I have my glow. I love glow. Yes. So just continue to do what you're doing. I appreciate your platform. And I'm pretty
Thank
sure
you.
everyone else it as well. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for creating this space. And like I said, I have a similar space. So it's called talk therapy. So it's something similar.
What's your handle? I can't see it right now, so that way I can pull it up and have people follow
My
you. What's your
page is at Miss Toya Monique.
Miss Toya, MS Toya Monique?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right, I'm pinning it now just so that way people can support and follow you. And we appreciate it. We need all of the love to go every which way possible. Is to reach as many people so that way when the evening comes like it did yesterday and I get some crazy something happen, I'm like able to still move in
Woosah,
love.
'cause yeah,
Exactly. Well, it's so nice to meet you, Toya. I'm sending you so much
thank,
love.
thank,
Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and you are glowing.
thank you.
Hey, Brown Girl Jane in the house. We love it. Love to
Yes,
see it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. I'm gonna follow
yes,
you and post when it happens so I can pop in and say hi.
yes, yes. Thank you. Have a great morning.
You
Bye.
too. You too. Have a beautiful day. Thanks, Toya. Oh my gosh, I just love this space. Thank you, Toya Monique, for joining. Thank you to all of you for your light and your love. I have a little time before I go on set, but I need to study and prep a little bit and also answer emails in the middle of it all. So I'm sending you all love for a beautiful day. Thank you for being a part of Morning Mindset. We read Until Today by Iyanla Vanzant. If you haven't ordered your book, order your book. I'm trying to get my Amazon store up and running. I saw someone say something about the hair chain. Girl, listen. So you know, I love a weave. I love braids. You know what I don't like? Let me tell you. And Malika will attest to it. Or Manu will attest to it. Like my team will attest to it. I don't like getting my hair or makeup done. Like, don't like it. So that's why I keep braids and that's why I keep a weave. Because listen, I don't like any of it. That's crazy, right?
Well, you need it. So.
I know. I know. So thank you so much. It won't be like this for long. The braids are coming back this weekend, but Malika and I are going to try and play and do some other textured things later this week. So stay tuned. But thank you so much. And I love Monica, you know. That's one of my best friends. Monica knows doggone well. I hate getting my hair done. I hate getting my. Listen, I actually think people would be surprised. I think I could probably. I would always shower, and I would always probably put on a red lip. But I could wear a baseball cap and not do anything to my face for months and be super happy.
You feel like that, really?
Swear to goodness, I would probably put a lash on though. You need an eyelash. You need an eye, exactly. Like Lady Grace, you knew exactly what I said, but you need a lash. You need an eyelash and you need a red lip. And then you just need microblading to keep those brows together. But as you know, Manu, I'm not as regular about getting these brows done. I hate getting my hair done. I'd be like, oh, are we done yet?
But you have so many great styles, though.
Yeah. Let's put a weave in it. Let's put a weave in it. Let's put some braids in it and keep it moving. I'm brows, exactly. I'm sending you all love for a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining Morning Mindset. Share the word. I love the expansion and the organic growth. Buy your book. Also, you're the same. I hate doing makeup. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so much. buy the book. We're going to get my Amazon store up. We're also working on that playlist for our Abundant Life Set Fast. Check in with me and let me know how you're doing on your fast. I'm doing super, super well, feeling light. And also what I will say is, like, I had this moment this morning when I woke up where there was just so much clarity. So know that I love you too, Mani. I love you so much. I love you so much. So grateful for you. I had this moment this morning where I woke up and I literally just felt an amazing presence and wash over me. And it was on the heels of honestly having some anxiety because, you know, being in production and shooting and trying to manage these other things, sometimes it's quite challenging. So I'm sending you all light and love for elevation and power today, and grace and joy and abundance. So I love you, Chris. Have a beautiful day. Ciao.